we've got a very special trip that we're off on.
We are. So tomorrow we are travelling down to London, and then on Monday morning we have our visa medicals.
Ooh. But he never said that I couldn't go up in the loft and sort things whilst I'm up there. I just wanted to show you a little project that I am going to be working on for myself. I'm going to stay on a super yacht.
So
Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Sam.
I'm Mark.
And we are creating a video diary of our experience trying to immigrate to America on an EB1 visa. So yeah, that's just for anybody that is new here. For those of you that tune in every week, welcome back. He's back.
Maddie back in one piece.
Yes, after his week away. But this week, we've got a very special trip that we're off on.
We are. So tomorrow we are travelling down to London.
We are.
So tomorrow morning we're heading down. The reason we're going down to London isn't until Monday. So we're going down tomorrow morning. We're going to spend a bit of time doing some things with the boys. As some of you may remember from previous videos, we actually bought Merlin passes earlier in the year. And we've not really had a chance to
get down to London, so we figured we'd use them while we were down there. And neither of the boys have been to London before, so this will be their first time in the capital city.
So that's what we're doing. So we're heading down there tomorrow morning. We're actually going to drive down because it's not too bad a drive. Now all the tubes are back on, which has been a nightmare this week. Now all the tubes are back up and running, I think. Driving doesn't appear to be too bad. So we're going to drive down in the morning. Going to do some things with the boys using our Merlin passes, go out for dinner tomorrow evening, and then on Monday morning we have our visa medicals.
Ooh, yes we do.
So we pretty much had all of the documentation put together anyway. It's been there for months, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
So we've been through today, just checking, making sure everything's in there. There's a couple of other bits that we've added to them or changed slightly over the past few weeks. So we've sort of thrown them last little bits in. We've got some forms we've got to populate, which we've had printed for months and just not filled them in. So they've got to be done now because they're needed for Monday. And then I think we're ready to go. Yeah.
But what we figured we'd do is I'll kind of like vlog it in that kind of, video diary, week in the life, day in the life, however you want to phrase it. We'll vlog our little trip down to London in that format, and we will bring that to you in the week, probably Wednesday. You can look out for that kind of video diary type entry, upload on Wednesday. And then what we said we'll do is next Saturday, we'll kind of do more of a chatty vlog like this as an account of our experience going for the visa medical, because obviously we're not going to be able to vlog what happens in the medical or what has to happen after the medical when we go to the embassy for our document check. So I figured it's probably better for us to do more of like a chatty style vlog about that. And as there'll be lots to talk about in it, we won't need any like little video diary insert bits to kind of supplement it. So that's the plan.
There's been a bit of a visa news update this week as well.
Oh, yes.
I don't think it's going to affect us too much. It's just inconvenient more than anything else. So anybody who's watching these videos and looking at that are going through the visa process themselves, you'll probably already be aware of the fact that there's something called the Visa Bulletin. I know we've mentioned it a few times in previous videos. And there is also a website which is the US Visa News. So it is where, I'm guessing it's USCIS that update it. Someone in US government updates the website, and then every month there is a series of updates that happen. Typically around this time of the year, sort of late August, early September. It's where they tell you that all of the visa availability have been expunged, so there is no more visas available for this term. last year, by the sort of 24th, 25th of August, all visas had been distributed, so there was no more visa availability. It renews on the 1st of October. So from our perspective, it's not the end of the world because our interview's late September. So we might be waiting a few days for it to roll onto the 1st of October. New visa numbers will be distributed, so we'll end up getting ours reasonably quickly anyway. So it's not the end of the world.
But ultimately, the visa news today has been, or in the week,
sometime in the week,
has been that the EB1 visa category has been used up. 24, 25 allocation has all been distributed. So yeah, we've got to potentially wait for that 1st of October, flip over to the new quotas and wait for that. So that's the visa update.
Yeah. So it won't change the approval denial process. The approval, I'm going to rephrase that. It won't change the approval process. There won't be a denial, Sammy. Positive thinking.
Yes.
PMA, positive mental attitude. So the approval on the day of the interview won't change. You still get approved. It just means that they can't issue a visa number to you immediately, or a green card number, or whatever it is they issue. So we'll have to wait until the 1st of October until they sort of refresh, and then it'll just be a period of days thereafter until it gets allocated. So just adds a little bit of time on, but yeah.
And that's what we believe because we've been searching around on the internet since the news update, and that's kind of what you saw on, was it Reddit that you kind of saw it, where that was the experience that people were having on the threads.
Yeah, so the same thing happened last year. So obviously, they expired, people had visa interviews, there was no visas available to assign, so they got to the 1st of October, and it's something like, it's like the 3rd of October that kind of like it all gets...
Well, I don't know. I think we're just going to have to wait and see what that ends up. But the fact of the matter is that the new date is the 1st of October.
Yeah, but we'll let you know. Obviously, we'll keep you up to date.
Whilst we're talking about London, you may have saw we hinted last week at the novel place that Mark was staying at during his work trip. So stick around till towards the end of the video and then you'll be able to see where he stayed.
But I took some photos where I could. I did do a room tour video, which will be in this video later on.
So,
but yeah.
Stick around.
Stick around for it.
Other than that, updates on the house side of things. We've heard back now from the people buying the house that they would like to have some of bits of furniture that we sent them over a list, and they pretty much want everything on that list. So that's good. That puts us a little bit of extra money in the kitty to buy a few things that we're going to need out there. So that's a good start. And then Vinted sales. I think we're up to about
Vinted sales.
60% of the stuff we listed as sold.
Vinted sales. That's been the operative word.
Well, I made £250 so far.
And spent 255.
No.
Yes.
No. Okay. I have to confess.
It's quite simple, really. 250 went in, and about probably the same has gone back out again. We haven't made anything.
Okay, so confession time. I may have been adding to the Florida wardrobe. Now, I know you're going, we saw you do your wardrobe and you don't need more stuff, but I do. Because there was stuff that I wanted to buy before we went. And it was pricey. What can I say? So, I went on Vinted and then managed to find them new with tags for half the price that they were in the shop. So it just meant I got 2 colourways. So technically it was buy one, get one free. Girl math, it was a bargain and I saved money.
Can I use girl math?
You use boy math all the time.
I think I should use girl math, right? So anybody out there that happens to know where I might be able to get a boat with a jet ski, maybe used, so it's discounted, right? If I buy the boat and the jet ski together, it kind of means that I'm getting like buy one, get one free. So yeah, just let me know. If you happen to find me a nice boat, nothing stupid, like a nice Sunseeker or a Princess or, nothing crazy. 40-footer will do. 2 cabins maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Bar.
No.
Maybe a pair.
Cut.
Or maybe a pair of jet skis. So it's like buy one, get one free.
Oh my gosh.
That's girl math?
That's not girl math.
That's girl math.
It's not, because the cost of the things you're talking about
Doesn't matter.
like obliterate.
The cost is irrelevant. It's just girl math.
No. So, anyways,
Boats. Tell me about boats.
No, that then is kind of like the week's update. Apart from, while Mark was away, I decided to venture into that place that everybody gets really scared to go in when it comes to a sort out situation, and that is the loft. So whilst I couldn't bring anything down,
Wait a minute.
I went in.
We call it a loft, an attic.
Oh,
for any
okay,
of our
yeah.
American watchers.
Yes. So that is where I've been. And I kind of vlogged myself going through some of the stuff. So I will put all of that in for you now. We ventured into the loft to find a suitcase. So I'm just going to record this so you can see the job that has to be done up here. We have lots of fans. There's suitcases, there's bags, boxes, cushions, throws, dressing up. Lots of boxes. My wedding dress. Mark.
I don't live up here, by the way.
The box collection. Are you guys like us and hang on to boxes for everything in case you want to sell it and be able to sell it boxed? Because that's what we do. And then behind us is the most important stuff of all.
Christmas stuff.
Yes. There's the 2 Balsam Hill Christmas trees up the top there. And then we've got all of the stuff that's underneath on there. Obviously Mark's Disney Railway that has got to come. And yeah, it just goes and goes. And behind those curtains is a bit of Halloween stuff. Found over there. Oh, look, the Pretensioneer graduated.
Professional, that's what I am.
Mine, however, was a law degree.
And during the war.
So obviously that makes me far more intelligent than the Pretensioneer over there.
Yours was during the war, so.
How rude!
It
was not. I'll tell you now, it was 2009, so it's not that long ago, Marky. However, this is not a job for today. This was just an attempt to get a suitcase.
I've got to go to the train station.
But I just thought,
hour and a half.
yeah, we'd just survey the extent of what needs to be done. Hello, everyone, and it is Thursday. So I haven't vlogged doing any stuff so far this week because I have literally, we've got back into the routine of school and I have just focused on work. So just because I need to get things prepped for when we move, I need to get my planning done so I know what I am doing for the next couple of months. So that has been what I've been doing. And I need to kind of do some extra hours to kind of account for things like going to the medical Monday, and we go for the interview, and then also down the line once we, you know, everybody keeps telling me I've got to say when we go, not if. So I've got to get some extra time for when we go, when we move, obviously. So I've got to make up my hours. So that's what I've been doing this week. Now, obviously Mark had said to me a big fat no to getting anything down from the loft. But he never said that I couldn't go up in the loft and sort things whilst I'm up there. So long as I'm not trying to bring anything down, I am technically not going against his, guidance. And he's right. But I can definitely get up there and have a little look what's around. And I'm thinking that I may focus on sorting through those controversial Christmas decorations and work out what we want to take, what we don't want to take. Getting rid of any pine cones, because I vaguely remember when we were talking to Pickford's about shipping and sending Christmas decorations, he said something about pine cones being a problem because of them technically being seeds. So I need to go through and have a look what's got pine cones on it and remove them. So I figured that's going to be quite a time-consuming thing to do. So why not just do it up there? come along with me and check out our Christmas decorations. Okay, so we're up here. Is anybody like me? So I have got probably about 10 carrier bags up here in the loft, and all of them contain things that the kids have brought home from school, whether that is things they've made, whether that is exercise books, you know, everything, colouring sheets that they've coloured in. And like, I always intended on keeping them so that they could have them when they got older. What should I do now? Should I take them all so I can still do the thing that I wanted to do, so I could show them their work when they were young? Or do I just be brutal and get rid of it? What do you guys think? I mean, there's a part of me that just wants to hang on to it for myself. And then I was thinking about doing like a scrapbook for them at some point with some of the better bits in, but I've not got time to do that before we go. So should I just take them all anyway? And then all of this here in this bag, this is all dressing up stuff. And dressing up stuff from literally years ago. So like, I don't even know why these things ended up back up here. They should have just been got rid of. I mean, this is a pumpkin costume, so I guess we're kind of getting to the right time of year, really, for me to kind of maybe list these on Facebook Marketplace. But this is a pumpkin costume, aged 3 to 4. Finley is 9 now, and this was originally Jacob's. So we've had this for a very, very long time. Why is it even still up here? Why do we do these things? Why do we just hoard stuff that really doesn't have the sentimental value? I mean, World Book Day. Everybody, World Book Day. This one. Can't even tell you what age this one is. Oh no, I can't. Small. Age 3 to 4. World Book Day. One of the 3 bears. Why have I still got this? And then to top off the whole outfits thing, we had a Halloween party. One birthday, Jacob asked for a Halloween party. And that is what Finley wore. That was Finley's little vampire outfit, because it had got a little cape look. If I can find a photo, I'll put it in now so you can see. I need help, don't I? Like, what was I thinking? Just chucking him in a bag and chucking him in the loft, and they've just been forgotten about. And from said Halloween party, here's the one that I wore, because I was Poison Ivy. And Mark was Batman, which I've still got here in a bag. Yeah. There's Batman in there. And then other years, look, Kylo Ren. And I've got Ray. And a Black Widow. And Mark's got an Iron Man. Maybe we should take them for Halloween. Go out trick-or-treating and all get dressed up. Could be fun. Kids may never speak to us again, though. But it might be worth it for the American candy. I mean, maybe it's becoming a bit clear as to the reason why, you know, Florida's the right place for us, because how many other people have got, like, these kinds of costumes in their loft and like dressing up as movie characters and joining in with kids on Halloween-y type stuff? There can't be that many people out there like that, can there? Or are we just a bit crazy? Let us know in the comments. I mean, technically, he'll hate me for it. I reckon Jacob could wear this adult Kylo Ren now. He's not getting away with it that easily. Oh, I've just started going through the first box. And look. Christmas card by Jacob. Yeah, 2015. Handprint Santa. And a star. And I've got, like, I doubled them up. I did loads of them with him. Obviously, this has got to come. You would not believe getting this here. I think he ended up actually paying for it to be shipped. Or did we put it in a suitcase? I can't quite remember. We'll have to ask Mark. But either way, we managed to bring one of these back from Florida. So it's got to go back to where it came from. And this, I bought this on Amazon, but I did it on the US version of Amazon and had this shipped from America. It's a Disney tree topper. It adorns the top of my Disney tree, which normally goes in the kitchen here. Because we have two trees. We have one tree that's generally got all of the special ornaments on and all of the holiday ornaments, all of the Disney stuff. And then we have more of like a, you know, a grown-up tree in the lounge. So yeah, obviously this is coming too. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. Does anybody remember a few years ago when Campbell's Soup decided to bring out an Andy Warhol range? And if you got the full set, they were worth quite a bit of money a few years ago. Well, Mark decided he was going to get multiple ones, hence the reason why I've got 2 carrier bags like this, full of Campbell's condensed tomato soup in a variety of different colourways. Look at the state of them. There's no way those things are worth anything. They just need to go in the bin. I mean, one of them has just leaked everywhere. I mean, talk about disgusting. Yeah. Sorry, Marky. They're going straight in the bin. I'm going to put them in a bin liner and I'm going to chuck them out now. Okay, so I found the first things that are a no that can't come. So these little decorations here, pine cones, and it'll ruin them to pull the pine cones off. So I'm just going to have to take these out of the collection and this frame. Obviously I'm going to keep the picture, but I'll have to see if anybody in the family wants these. I've got over here at the back, I've got 2 boxes that have just got kind of rubbishy stuff in. So now to get in to some of this stuff a bit and see what we've got going on over there. Plus we've got all the Halloween stuff. So see what I mean? Somebody put on one of our videos, commented last week and said we were Americans before we've even got to America. And with all of the seasonal decor-y stuff that can get pulled out, I could be inclined to agree. I can't wait! Elf on the Shelf. Then we've got the boys' Disney stockings. And then these 2 are very special. So these I had made out of the kids' clothes when they were a baby. So there was like their Christmas onesies and things like that. So that one was Finley's and their Christmas pyjamas. And that one's Jacob's. So yeah, these are actually made out of pyjamas and clothes that they had when they were little. But as I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, we actually have so much stuff. And we kind of, should I say, maybe go a little bit overboard with all of this Christmas decoration thing. It was always about making it exciting and magical and super special for the kids. And I suppose they're both getting that bit older now. And I don't know now whether I'm doing it for them or whether I'm doing it for me at this point in time. So, you know, if there's any parents out there that have been through the whole kids getting that bit older and, you know, perhaps not so, you know, big on the whole decorations and things everywhere, how do you come to terms with it yourself as a parent that you can kind of start downscaling that side of Christmas? Or even should I? Should I just go down as one of those people from the Hallmark movies that just the entire house is decked out for Christmas and that be what they remember for their whole lives, even when they grow up? That, you know, you go to mom's for Christmas, to mom and dad, because it's going to feel like Christmas. I'm good with that. Oh gosh, now I've got a problem. So this is my very expensive Balsam Hill wreath that was only purchased last year, and it has pine cones on it. So success! We got them off without damaging anything. I think Marky might have killed me if I couldn't bring this after having only bought it last year. So thank goodness we've salvaged it. So he's kind of not here to tell you himself, but Mark loves the idea of Christmas village. So I've got no doubt at some point in time we're going to end up with one in America, because you have loads of stuff like that out here. So yes, anybody that's been to the range or like B&M or anything like that will recognise these kind of winter wooden buildings. Now, you spot a problem? I spot a problem. Pine cones. More pine cones. I've got things and pine cones on them. Oh, who'd have thought some little pine cones would create so much bother? Oh dear. As suspected, covered in pine cones. These are literally just got pine cones all over them. Someone in the family is going to have, a whole load of fabulous Christmas decorations. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to take those off. Oh look, yet another tree covered in pine cones. Also not coming with. Okay, so we've made some good progress there, but I've got to leave for the Finsta in 15 minutes. So I daren't start the other boxes, because once I start that's going to be a rabbit hole. So park this for today and come back to it tomorrow. Back home from school run, and I just wanted to show you a little project that I am going to be working on for myself. So yeah, I bought this denim jacket from Universal back in 22, I think it was. And it has the sort of the older logo, and then on the back it has a much bigger one. There we go. But I'm always one of those people that kind of struggles with the idea of wearing Universal stuff in Disney and Disney stuff in Universal. That makes sense. One of those, if you know things. To combat this, and in acknowledging that it is going to be a bit chillier when we get there, and I may need a light jacket, like that denim jacket. When we were there in April, I got a couple of things for myself. As in, I bought some additional patches, and then when we came back, I bought some others off eBay so that I can kind of do me a bit of a denim jacket patchy mashup type thing. And I've kind of picked things that are a bit more like traditional, as in, or nostalgic, shall we say, in that they kind of reflect the Disney World and Sea World that I knew as a kid. Because when I went to Universal for the first time, that was how the Universal logo looked. And so I kind of thought I would do like a bit of a retro vibe patches for the jacket. So these are the ones that I got. So when we were there in April, I got that one from the Kennedy Space Centre. I got that one from SeaWorld, and if you remember the original Clyde and Seymour show. And then I got that one with the beluga whales on, because they are my favourite. If I can ever find my photo album from that holiday back in 1991, you'll see from my photos that the majority of the photos I took that holiday, I mean, I was only 10. were all at SeaWorld, and the beluga whales were my absolute favourite. And back then they used to do their own little show, which obviously they don't do now, but they are in that new kind of ride thing that they've got going on in the Antarctica section. And so yeah, they're all things. And we did go to Kennedy Space Centre when that first year I went. So yeah, they kind of align with what I saw when I was there then. And then these ones I bought off eBay. Now, some people are going to be like, oh my God, you're actually going to take them out the packet and put them on your jacket. They're collectibles. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I am. Yes, I actually am. And that's because I got these ones off eBay. I got some Disney ones. Some of the original patches that they used to do. And as you can see here, it's not Hollywood Studios, it is Disney's MGM Studios, and that is exactly what it was when I visited the park. Now, technically, Animal Kingdom wasn't there the year I went, because as you can see, it was 1998. But I do like Animal Kingdom now for all of the animals, so I'm going to put it on the jacket anyway. And yeah, so those are also going to go on. And I know technically, oh my gosh, I am taking them out of the packet and everything. I want to put them on my jacket. So that's what I'm going to do. Because then I'll have this perfect theme park jacket to wear around all of the parks, because it won't matter because they all feature. And, you know, there we go. I hope you all don't think I'm a bit of a loon. Show you as I go along a little bit. So on the back, I've kind of placed them where I'm thinking. And it's like one of those one-shot things, you know, you kind of got to get it on and get it right first time. Hopefully I don't make a hash of it. Look! Disney World, Universal. Love it. Hi guys, happy Friday. We are back for day 2 of the loft and the Christmas decorations. And today is a focus on boxes. Yes, we're focusing on those boxes there. Let's get started. So these then are my 2 Balsam Hill garlands. And yet again, pine cones. So these have got to come off. So this top box here, this is the box that's got all of our kind of precious, memorable, made by the kids ornaments in. I mean, just an example here. So this one was made by Jacob back in 2014 when we went to an Alton Towers Santa sleepover. But the one thing I do know in this box is that there are a couple of ornaments made out of pine cones that the kids did at school. This one is a little owl that Finley made, so there's one each there. And these look are all the cards that the kids have made over the years. Obviously, all of these things need to stick around because we're never going to get them back, are we? So, let's put this box back together and then move on to the next one. Okay, so this one is all of the kinds of Christmas decorations that go on the tree in the lounge. So the more grown-up Christmas tree, if you like. So last box to check. and then we can put them all back. Only one offending pine cone on the little squirrel. There we go. Pine cone removed. Squirrel saved. Now, this squirrel has a purpose in our house. You may have been able to guess from one of our other videos. I don't think it was last week. It may have been the week before. Either way, when Mark started talking about Christmas Vacation, we jested about the squirrel. He loves that movie. He watches it, I can't even tell you how many times. So this is our ode to Christmas Vacation, because we put a squirrel on our tree. That is it. Christmas done, sorted. Now we're on to Halloween, which is all of this stuff here, which I'm sure in America will be very disappointing for you that is the extent of our Halloween decorations, because it's just not a thing here. I only ever used to do it in the house for us as a family. We put a few little bits and bobs outside, but other than to let people know that we were trick-or-treating. But it's just not done like it is out there. So glad we're going to be there for Halloween. But sad I'm not going to be able to decorate, because it just means I've got a whole year and the sales to go shopping in to get me up to proper American standards for Halloween. So here's the full extent of Halloween, and I've had a very sad thought. I've got a trick-or-treat sign, like a little skeleton thing going on, some spooky strong metal faces, and the thing that I've just got very sad about. I have the Scentsy Nightmare Before Christmas thing, and I'm not going to be able to bring it, I don't think. It only operates at 220 volts, so I can't even bring it and get an adapter. So I'm going to have to sell Jack Skeleton. Sad times. I love these. Can you just imagine these on my front porch? Oh, that's the witch one. And there's that one, look. And obviously all of the Disney popcorn buckets need to come. Okay, so Halloween has been slimmed down to just those few things there. Kind of technically, the bit that I'm kind of responsible for in terms of the decorations is all done now. So my bit of the loft is kind of done. I do have another bit of the loft, which is down that end, but we can't get there at the moment. So, and then we've got cases. But at least this bit is now done. And so that's one part of the loft that we can tick off the list. So as you can see, I got quite a bit done, really.
Got rid of a lot of pine cones.
There were, yeah. And as I said in the clips, somebody in the family is going to get some very great, virtually nearly new Christmas decorations for this year.
Oh my god. Wait, I'm on channel.
Oh well. Anyway, we said to you earlier on at the start of this video that Mark would tell all about his little trip to London.
Oh yes. So I went down last Sunday.
You did?
So I travelled down last Sunday. Now I was asked to go to an exhibition for work related, and London is a chaotic place at the best of times. Whenever they have anything like exhibitions on or anything like that, it's even worse. And it also turned out that the London Underground has been basically shut down for the entirety of the week, or majority of it.
Yeah.
Which subsequently means there's no underground process. Obviously there's no underground because it's closed, which then means that everybody that would normally use the underground, which according to a London taxi driver this week was 65% of all people that commute in London, they were then all using other means of travel. Taxis, Uber, you name it, whatever it was. Buses. All of the Uber prices all week would double what they would normally be. Trying to get anywhere was horrendous. So I kind of found out that was coming, and I had a bit of an inkling it wasn't going to be the best. So I booked a boat.
Oh, come on.
Is that undermining it a little bit?
Undermining it. The first thing you said to me when you sent me the pictures was, I'm going to stay on a super yacht.
So I stayed on a super yacht this week. Sunday through Friday.
Let him tell you it was work. To me, it was more
work.
like a holiday.
It was work. It was very strange. It's called the Sunborn Yacht. It is a boat that's moored up. It's not quite on the Thames. It's like a quay off the Thames, or marina if you want to call it that. Off the Thames, so it's moored up in there. It's been stabilised, so I don't know if it's on like concrete pillars or whatever it is, but it's been stabilised, so there's no motion or movement. It's fixed, it's not going anywhere, but it is a boat. You have to walk across a gangway to get onto it. Yeah, it was fun. I had a balcony, if you can call it a balcony.
Or veranda cabin.
Yeah, it was called a balcony cabin, but you couldn't really sit out there because if you sat on the chair, you were basically chewing the skin off the top of your knees, so it wasn't really a balcony. But I could stand out there and I could look out over. So the exhibition I was at, the whole of the yacht, otherwise, all of the communal areas. So there was like a bar where you could go and get food and drinks. There was a restaurant upstairs, and then there was like a front deck bar thing as well. For the entirety of the week, the whole thing was booked out for things related to the exhibition. So it made it incredibly difficult to video anything on the yacht itself. Certainly from the elevator, up into reception, and then all of the sort of lobby areas and everything, because it was just full of people constantly. But I took a few photos where I could. I did fully intend on doing the video when I left or on the way out, thinking of nobody on it, but you weren't allowed to. They turned everything off and everything was done because it was shut down for the week. So, but yeah, so I've stayed on the Sunborn Yacht Hotel in London, and I've took a few photos. So I did a little video of walking up to the yachts the first night that I got there. And I've done a room tour and I took some photos where I can. So we're going to stick them in here.
Oh, and excuse the fact that they are portraits, not landscape.
I got told off. I'm glad I stayed there because I was in walking distance of the exhibition. Yeah, we'll take a while.
Yeah, so we'll insert all of that for you now.
So the boss obviously instructed me to record a video of where it is I'm staying this evening. I said it was a bit of a novel place, so I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you where it is. So for the next week, I am in fact staying on the Sunborn Yacht Hotel, which happens to be a nailed-in hotel right on the River Thames, which is just outside the Adnec or XL Arena, where you can see that just about. XL London, which is where I am for the next week. So I'll give you a bit of a tour once I've gone and checked into the room, and I'll come back down because my hands are full. So here we go for the room tour. I am on deck 3. I'm talking quietly, by the way, because people are asleep. But my room is 3032. I have got a deluxe balcony room, I think it's called. Let's go and take a look. So here we are. I have a balcony, as I mentioned. I'm going to lock the door because I'm about to go to bed, so might as well shut everything off. So as you first come in, there is a wardrobe. I've already hung some of my stuff up. In fact, I'm going to just change the camera zoom. There we go. That'll be better. So you do have an ironing board and an iron and some robes with slippers, I think. Yeah, slippers. There is another wardrobe door with some shelving in it, a safe, spare towels. I think that's it. Oh, what's that thing? And there you go, instructions for the safe. 4-length mirror. Bathroom. Bathroom is, if anyone's ever been on a cruise ship, if you've ever been on like an older P&O cruise, I guess that's kind of the way to describe the sort of the I was going to say the luxuriousness. Is that even a word? Yeah, we'll use it. The luxuriousness of the room. So, towels. Towel test. Yeah, I quite like hard, harsh towels, so they're a good, strong 4 out of 5. Toilet. Not very exciting. Tissues. Shower. Does come with some Harrogate branded soap. It's really weird. On the camera that looks green and it's not, it's orange. Strange. Sink. Tile floors. Nothing exciting. Oh, hairdryer. I have obviously already been in this room. This isn't the first time I've come in. I've dropped my case and my stuff off. Reasonable size bed. I would say that's probably like a Super King. Yeah. Bedsides on either side. Really oddly, we've got like a UK plug fit in that side and a Euro plug fit in that side. Don't know what that's all about. And then we have another plug socket just here and like a suitcase rack and some under storage. That plug socket is also 3-pin UK and a 2-pin Euro. Again, I'm not entirely sure why they've done it like that, but that's what it is. Enormous mirror. Again, hello. Sofa, it's not a bed, it's just a sofa. It is comfortable, I have sat on it, it's good. Table. Smallish TV, but it's obviously been bought to literally fit in the gap. There is like a drinks cabinet up there, but there's literally 2 glasses in it. I'm not entirely sure what the glasses are for. Guessing to put the water in that they give you for free. There is a cabinet just under there. Now, there was a tea kettle tray under there earlier. I'll show you what that contains in a second. But as you can see, there is a mug there. I've already stolen the other one. In this side, it's labelled amenities. There is a fridge, absolutely zilcho in it, apart from some water. And then you have this cart on water stuff, which they give you for free. There is a Lavazza coffee maker in the room. There's some Lavazza pods, there's some milk, there is various teas, sugars, bits and pieces. You do get biscuits in this room, so that is a plus, because that is how we judge our hotel rooms, is whether or not you get biscuits. And they're pretty good biscuits, or pretty decent biscuits. There is a kettle, telephone, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to be phoning, but there's a phone. And then the pièce de la résistance, if that is the way you say it, a balcony. And this balcony goes out and looks over the River Thames. Pretty cool. And then just in the distance down there, you can only just about see it, kind of where that monorail's going. I think it's a monorail or a train or whatever it is on the top surface. That is actually the Millennium Dome, that's the word I was looking for. And then that is Canary Wharf. Very pretty. And that's it. Room tour on the Sunborn yacht. It was a tough week.
Yes.
It was a tough week. I struggled a little bit.
You're such a liar.
I did cry myself to sleep most nights.
That's such a lie. I'm going to insert a photo here now, guys, of the size of the steak that he ate one of the nights out. So, yeah, don't believe him. He was basically on holiday.
It was fantastic. I believe we got suckered into having those steaks.
If you did, it doesn't matter. You did. Like I say, just look at the size of these things. Anyways.
And for anybody asking, I did eat most of it. Not all of it. I did eat most of it. I did have meat sweats for like 2 days.
Yeah.
It wasn't pleasant.
Didn't eat breakfast the next day, put it that way.
I didn't eat. I don't think I ate until the dinner time the following day, and I don't think I ate much either.
No.
No.
But anyway, so that is a novel hotel that you could maybe check out while you're on your visa journey, if you don't mind travelling around London a little bit whilst you're there to do that, and somewhere fun to stay.
I am just going to say, however, right, it's not expensive. For what it is, where it is and what it is, it's not expensive. Not for a London hotel, it's not expensive. Bearing in mind also that it was exhibition week, and because it was one of the hotels within walking distance of the exhibition, it was just going to be inevitably be expensive. But it was still, I say only, it was £350 a night.
Do you think that was because the people that organised the exhibition bought it out and got a favourable rate?
Very possibly, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's all that expensive, even if you book outside of the exhibition. I think it's about the same.
Okay. So. Anyway, interesting place to look at. So that, I guess, brings us to the end of this week's vlog, really. Not a lot necessarily kind of going on, but things we've done. So we've put those in for you. And don't forget, next week is a big week. So if you don't already follow us on Instagram, if you want to head over there and follow us over there, because we will, as we head down to London tomorrow and into Monday, put some, photos, some posts, some stories on there of our little trip down to London for the Visa Medical. And then you can look out in the week as well then for the sort of little bonus vlog. And as we said, we'll come back to you next Saturday with more of a sort of chatty vlog like this, all about our experience on that Visa Medical. So if you aren't subscribed yet and what we're doing is something that interests you, please do hit that subscribe button, and then you will be able to follow along in our journey, which hopefully, and I know I've done it again, I've said the hopefully, the when we get to move to Florida very soon.
Not if, when.
So thank you so much for watching and for commenting and supporting us every week. We really do appreciate it, and we will see you very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.